Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the leather bag lady, on this snowy, icy Thursday morning. I think we're still morning. Yes, 5 to 11. I get to eat in half an hour. Anyway, we'll talk about all that lovely stuff after the fact. So I've got a couple of things again today. Got a wonderful customer, Cindy from the States, who has become a bit of a friend, actually. Cindy was a bit of a go-to. I had a problem earlier on last year with a bag that I don't know if you follow me regularly, you will remember the Adrienne Vidadini bag that I sent, and the customer told me that it was not leather. There was not a piece of leather on the bag, and I didn't really know how to deal with it. So I asked Cindy for some help, and she graciously spent some time over the social media platform to help me come to a conclusion on what I would do in dealing with this matter. So I have a bag that I listed on Instagram, much like yesterday's for Heidi, which was a before and after. So if you know me, if you follow me, you know I love roots. I would have a business just selling roots. And I am actually now looking for roots that aren't necessarily thrifted. Cindy and I had a little brief conversation about this yesterday. Just because I've got some plans for the roots end of my business. But anyway, this is a bag I found at the antique market, and it's a beauty. And I did a before and after on Instagram, and Cindy messaged me and she's like, but she's a purse crazy lady like I am. So I don't know, she might have topped herself out for the month on purses, but I said I would show it to her. So this is, it's quite a big bag. So this is it, Cindy. You know, little pockets on the side. Don't know if you would use those. There's your, oh, I had it on the floor, so it's got all little bits on it. I don't know, there's your Roots banner on the base. It's really, it's probably the biggest shoulder bag I've ever come across. Big pocket on the front, which is magnet. Inside there's a little bit of marks on the bottom. I mean, not even really being picked up on the screen. A little mark there. Just, it's got two even slip pockets here and a zipper over here. Now, I would designate this as a vintage bag. It's probably early 2000s, I would say, late 90s. It's got a little bit of weight to it just because of the quality of the leather that Roots provides. But that's the bag. So it's not listed anywhere. And I really am not in a huge rush to list it because I'm not 100% sure on what platform I'm going to offer it. But for Cindy, I will make that happen if she decides she wants it. So there you go. That is for you, Cindy. So the bag that was listed today on Etsy is actually a little bit of a fun bag. So I've been looking at some of the catwalk shows and some of the, Vogue, Marie Claire magazine articles on what bags are trending for 2023. Coach has a whole series of little shoulder kind of baguettes, which have been slowly coming back into fashion since probably not last year, the year before, summer. But they're still back in vogue. So this little bag is really kind of cool. It is a little bicolor. So you've got a cream and caramel leather. Just simple little roll-handled shoulder bags. So these little short shoulders are very much back in style, as I was saying. So a little bit of story about this bag. This bag is by a British retailer called Next. Now, I lived in England I was born in Scotland, came to Canada in 1980, went back to live in Birmingham, England in 92, I believe. And I was there until 99 and 98, December 98. And I worked for the Royal Insurance, and unfortunately, might be different now, but back then you got paid once a month, which sucks, I can tell you. So when I would get my paycheck every month, this is where I would go. So they have a discount store that's called Next to Nothing. Now, again, this is back in 93, 94, 95. And I would pretty well drop my whole paycheck in that store. The stuff was so fashionable. UK fashion, I don't think it's as far ahead of us anymore as it used to be. But it used to be a good 2, 3, 4 seasons ahead of us. So this is definitely a 90s bag. There is no phone pouches. There's your Next emblem. There is a zipper pouch. This zipper goes all the way down. Now it does have a little side gusset so things don't fall out, but it opens super, super wide, and it's just a cool little bag. I love the little perforations in the front. Now there is a tiny little area where there's some color loss, just a little tiny bit of scuffing. To be honest, I was going to try and match the paint. I end up wasting so much paint when I try to do a color match, just because it just takes so much paint to get the color bang on. So there's a little mark. Nothing. I might be able to actually get those out, but the zipper pulls have Next on them as well. And it's a dual zipper, so you don't have to open it all the way around. Just a cute little trendy but vintage piece of fashion history, and it's from the UK. So great little find. I was really excited to find this little guy. So that's the bags for today. Now, I told you yesterday that we were in the middle of a storm. I'm going to take you, just because some of my subscribers live in countries where they've never seen snow. Nancy in Nairobi. So that is today. Now, Grant, our neighbor across the street, has snow blowed our driveway, which is so lovely. It looks like it's starting to rain, which could be a good thing, maybe not a good thing, because that rain will turn it into ice again. It sounded, I don't think I've ever seen a situation where we've had as much freezing rain. All night last night, that's all it was, freezing rain. And so Leather Bag Lady weather report. It is a horrible day. Pius was up at 4, went to work. He actually slipped in the parking lot of his job, and he is not doing too well right now, actually. So he just actually called me and told me, he's like, I am not doing good. And to the point where he actually tried to find somebody else to do his delivery this afternoon. But they had to finish early last night because of the weather. So they're playing catch up today. And a few drivers, I don't think, made it in, because some of the guys come from quite a distance away. And it's not good. So I don't know what state my honey's going to come home in. I might have to get my massage table out. I wish I had one. I'm not bad at. I've got little wee hands, so I'm not very good at that stuff. But he was already hurting from our efforts on the weekend, so I don't know. I said maybe we shouldn't be going to the falls this weekend. He's like, hell no, we're going to the falls. I'm looking forward to that. So we shall see. Poor Pius. He works so hard, and it's just It's just his luck. As he was helping other people get their big rigs out of the ice, nobody helped him. Poor guy. He wasn't very happy this morning. He's like, that's it. I'm not helping anybody else ever. Which is not true, because that's just who he is. He would help a complete stranger in the street. So I knew that was the frustration talking. So poor Pius, he's having a rough day. I had a good day yesterday with my first day on my Lent regime. I'm about to, what time is it now? Yeah, I'm about to I'm really looking forward to have something to eat. So it's a 17-hour fast. It's a long time, but you know what? I'm managing it okay. Probably didn't have enough protein at dinner last night, so I'm feeling a little bit hungry. I woke up at 5 this morning and I didn't get out of bed till probably 7:30 because I thought I'm hungry. So the longer I can drag this out, I was looking at bags on Marketplace. I was looking at all kinds of things on Marketplace, and it's amazing how quickly that time flies by. I joined a couple of groups recently that are Twisted Sister something. Some of the posts are a little risque, but I love it. And women drinking wine, I think, because I've kind of gotten back into the wine drinking. I showed you the Apothic Red, and one of the ladies posted a bottle of Apothic Red, and the people underneath that were like, oh, it's my favorite. I love it. And yeah, I think that could be my go-to for a while now, because I'm going to, obviously we will have our drinks this weekend because it was already planned, but I'm going to stay dry for Lent. And then once that is over, that will be my go-to, I think. And apparently you can get it in a bigger bottle. So maybe it'll be a case of buying one bottle and that'll be it for the weekend. When it's gone, it's gone. So anyway, who knows? Moving forward, I already feel a little bit better today. I think it's just my psyche. I know I'm on the right track. And I know Cindy said, don't worry about it. You're good the way you are. And I think, I do these YouTube videos and I look like a complete mess. I've been in the gym this morning. This is what you get. I mean, some of the ladies that I followed in the past, the one that comes to my mind most immediately is Lavender Clothesline. A lovely, lovely lady, mature lady. Not sure where in the States she is, but she is always so beautifully put together. Her hair is done. Her makeup is done. I don't give a shit. I don't wear makeup. My hair is usually a bit of a priority for me, but you know what? When I'm just up from the gym, I'm not going anywhere today. I've got my Brock University Rec and Leisure Studies sweatshirt on. One of my favorites. Look at it. It's all threadbare and everything. I don't care. I'm just here. I don't care. I've got people out there who listen to me. I've got people out there who have listened for 5 minutes and decided they don't want to do this with me every day. That's fine. I'm not here to do anything other than just have a little chitty chat. I'm chitty chatting to the air. Whoever is out there and interested, welcome. Leather Bag Lady Vintage Bag Experience. But yeah, this is just me having a verbal diary in place of a written diary that I've always wanted to keep that I just couldn't stick with. So this is just my little thing. And my accountability thing is just my putting it out there in the world that I need to do this, this, and this. And once I've said it, I do tend to stick to it. It might take me forever to get there, but I do tend to stick to it. So that is it for me today. Not just more of the same today. I actually booked a show yesterday. See what happens when you're not sitting watching TV? And got a lot of stuff done. So I've got bags to work on today. I'm going to be mixing some paints today and getting some stuff done. So hopefully you're going to be productive also. And if you're not, who cares? You do you, baby cakes. You do you. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.